Okay, thank you for inviting me here to tell something about Resato. To start with, we are a company with a lot of experience in high pressure, and it is really important to understand that it's for the refueling stations of hydrogen, because everything has to do with high pressure, temperature, flow control, and so on. It's not so easy. So as already here shown in the slide, we are owner of all the components in the systems that we deliver. So it starts with the compressor, the valves, the storage, the cooling, the dispenser. Everything is from Resato, design, production, and so on. We believe it's really important to act like this, because then you really understand the whole system for refueling of vehicles, because it's quite complex. We have a production location in the north part of the Netherlands, where we work with 190 people dedicated on refueling stations for vehicles, all kinds of vehicles. I will show you more later on. And we also deliver and supply systems for trailer filling. So you have a lot of production units in the field. And we use our technology also to fill trailers for transport to customers. To give you a small overview of what we deliver at this moment, what our product portfolio is we started a long time ago already, 2016, with our first small unit that is a direct refueling unit. It's a low-cost investment, and you can already refuel, let's say, 5 Toyota Mirais or 1 or 2 buses per day to act like some kind of a pilot to kickstart the market in your region. The most important product that we already have installed in the field quite a lot, I will also tell you a little bit more about the numbers that we have put into the field, is our, we call it the FSS. I don't like the name, but it's a full-sized station. But it's a concept that we have built in the market. It's a modular system. It starts with 1,000 kilograms per day of capacity, and you can easily extend it also later on when the market is growing with extra capacity. You go to 2, 3, maybe 4 tons per day of refueling. So everything that you see here, besides the roof, is also from Resato. So what you see here is the other dispensers, for example. Then, based on the technology that we have developed on the refueling stations, we built and designed a bigger compressor unit to also act as a modular solution provider, so to say, for 5 megawatt modular electrolyzer system. So for each 5 megawatt unit you put into the field, you order one system from Resato, and then you can build it also later on to extend to up to 30 megawatt or even more. And what we do, we deliver everything complete, so not the electrolyzer, but everything that goes after or comes after the electrolyzer, we can deliver, meaning a panel, the compressor, but also the installation of the trailer base, where we can do monitoring, we can do flow measurement, quality measurement, all kinds of IT and OT topics are also in control. And based on this bigger compressor unit, we are also ready for the future, where we can deliver systems for refueling of vehicles of 10 tons or more per day, so 10,000 kilograms per day. Now, as told, this is the first small station that we've delivered a long time ago. We have at least 20 of those in the field. It's low capex, direct refueling into the vehicle with the approval of the OEMs of the vehicles. What you see here is a Toyota Mirai, for example. We can refuel with 4 kilograms per hour at 350 or 700 bar. And as told, it's a really low capex system. So for 300,000 euro on product cost, you already have a system that can refuel vehicles. So more the professional part of our product portfolio is the FSS. What you see here is a station in Neumünster. It is at that time, or I think it still is, the biggest station in Europe. It provides 2 tons per day. It's completely AFIR ready. And people who do not know what AFIR is a system from or a project from the EU that every 200 kilometers a specific design station should be installed in Europe, and it needs to be ready for 350 bar and 700 bar of refueling within certain times, within certain safety measurements, and so on. We can do a lot of simultaneous refueling, all depending on the configuration setup, and everything is modular, what we produce. So always expandable or extendable in the future. Also important to mention is that we are completely ready for the SAE 2601-5 protocol. That is the new adapted protocol for all vehicles. So that's, I think, good to mention. And we can connect with those stations to electrolyzer production, but also to high-pressure trailers. We use the pressure in the trailers also efficiently. So when you have a high pressure in the trailer, we use the pressure of the trailer directly to refuel the vehicle until a certain limit. And then our system also kicks in to make it a 100% successful refueling. As already a little bit explained about this setup, it's a modular system for trailer filling. So when there are projects in Poland around 10 megawatts electrolyzers, and they have the need for a suitable system that can fill the trailers in a way that it's what you normally see is we use a piston booster compressor, and that's different than the technology based on membrane compressor. A membrane compressor is a really good solution when you have a 24/7 operation. We see with the smaller electrolyzer units, and 10 megawatt is small in production scale. It starts and stops several times a day. It produces hydrogen when the prices are low on the grid for the electricity, and it stops when it's high. So the system that we deliver is suitable for a lot of start-stops during the day. And that is something you cannot achieve with a membrane compressor. So we can do up to 14 filling bays to park the trailers, and they are then filled during the day according to the wishes of the customer, of course. We can go up to 610 bar. Normally we see up to 500 bar. That is a little bit the need of the customer in the trailers. The optimum trailer pressure may be nice to mention from my side. We believe it's around, it is 380 bar. So you can already transport at 380 bar, 1,250 kilograms in one trailer with a 45 feet trailer, and it is the maximum what you can fill in one trailer in one time. So here you see an overview of our customers, also where we are already where we have an installed base or where we are installing at this moment. So you see some dots in Poland. I can tell you within 18 months, at least 10 dots will be also seen in Poland, because Poland is for us the most important market at the moment. We see a lot of growth in this market. And in 1.5 years from now, we at least will have 13 to 14 stations online in Poland. Some visuals. What you see here is that we have the dispensers. This is our design, our philosophy, but we always make it in the colors of the customer, how they want it. What you see here is also an integrated solution within a LNG refueling station for trucks. Some close-ups for the Neumünster station. So as told, it's a 2,000 kilogram per day station. Here you see the Heidekratbahn. I'm not completely sure what my colleague of Stadler has said or has told today, because my Polish is not so good. But this project is up and running. So we are refueling 7 trains per day on this unit. And this is our first train station, and we just have signed the second one, both in Germany. So we also aim for Poland to work with PESA, Stadler, Siemens together on developing the market further. Here you see a project in Estonia where the system is connected to an electrolyzer, so local production on one side. You can also look it up on the web, because they have an online video link where you can have a 24/7 view on the station. So our system is capable of intake pressures of 10 bar up to 500 bar. So in this case, it's a 30 bar inlet pressure from the electrolyzer. And that works pretty okay in Estonia. In Güstrow, we have one station that refuels 52 buses per day. And average, we have 1,600, so 1,600 refuelings of buses per month. So this is something to mention. And in this case, it are Solaris buses.